Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Mickey in Minutes Live. I'm your host, Nick Lazaga, and on today's show, we're going to talk about Very Merry Christmas Party, Jollywood Nights, Deadpool coming back, the Disney Destiny, and so much more. So thanks so much for tuning in to MiM Monday. This is our Disney news show, and we're live, and there's already a bunch of people joining in the chat. What's going on, everybody? Thanks so much for hanging out. So if you're new to MiM Monday, on this show, we discuss the news, and I want this to be a conversation, so I hope that you guys chime in down in the chat and let me know your thoughts on these news stories. If you're watching this as a playback on YouTube or listening to it on the podcast feed, thanks so much for checking it out. Remember that you can be part of the audience, part of the conversation every Monday at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. But go ahead and leave your thoughts in the comments wherever it is you listen, and don't forget to like and subscribe. So yes, now that that's all out of the way, it's time to make Monday magical. We already got a comment down in the chat. Jolly, says Meg. Yes, Jollywood Nights, one of my favorite things. We're going to talk about that. So I didn't do a live last week because honestly, it was so crazy. We wrapped up the Halloween season and all that stuff. And then my wife and I just took everything down and started immediately putting up Christmas. It was crazy. We have just a bunch of trees in our house, so we're Christmas crazy over here. So I actually ended up taking Monday off of work, played a little hooky, what are you gonna do? And we just set up some Christmas stuff, and it was so awesome. So that's why I didn't have a show here, but we're back, and we're gonna talk about just all this Christmas stuff and so much more. So the parties have begun, guys. Christmas at Walt Disney World is in full swing. So Very Merry Christmas Party officially began at the Magic Kingdom on November 7th, and it runs through December 21st. So if you're not familiar with this party, on select days, by the way, not every day. If you're not familiar with this party, it's the party at the Magic Kingdom, and they just have so much entertainment there. It's a hard ticket event. It happens at the end of the night on some nights, and if you don't have a hard ticket for this event, you get kicked out of the park around like 6 or something, or maybe even earlier, something crazy like that. And they clear the park out for the party guests, and it is just so much fun. I've been to a Very Merry Christmas Party twice. I went back in 2019, and then I went again in 2024, and I just love it so much. So it has a special Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas parade, which is only available to party guests. Minnie's Wonderful Christmas Time fireworks. Oh, it's gorgeous. One of my favorite things, the stage show at the castle, Mickey's Most Merriest Celebration. It's so great. You have all these characters. Clarabelle Cow's up there. It's just so fun. They sing that song from the Muppet Christmas Carol. It feels like Christmas, and it's just amazing. A Frozen holiday surprise. That's where the Elsa comes and like lights up the castle, and it's so great. So many other things. But what's crazy about this, if you're interested in going, hopefully you're available to go on December 11th, 14th, 16th, and 18th, because those are the only days where tickets remain. That's it. Every other day is sold out, which is absolutely bonkers. So, I said it runs select nights from November 7th through December 21st, but there's only 4 days left. So hopefully you either already have your tickets or you're available on those days. But it's absolutely worth it. It's a little pricey. Sometimes it's, more than just a regular park ticket, but it's totally worth it. I mean, they even have attractions that are still available, with just so many so many less people in the park, so the wait times are so much shorter. Pirates of the Caribbean, Magic Carpets of Aladdin, Tiana's Bayou Adventure, Haunted Mansion are all open. Little Mermaid, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, The Carousel, It's a Small World, Peter Pan's Flight, Winnie the Pooh, Mad Tea Party, so much. Dumbo, Barnstormer, Astro Orbiter, love that. Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor, which they do a special like a holiday. They do holiday jokes, and it's so great. Tomorrowland Transit Authority, People Mover, and Tron, and then of course Space Mountain, where they have the Space Mountain overlay, Christmas overlay, where they're just blaring holiday music, nice and loud, and it's just it's the best thing ever. So if you're interested in going to Very Merry, then get your tickets because they are almost completely gone. So the other party, and honestly my personal favorite party, Jollywood Nights at Hollywood Studios. So Jollywood Nights, it began also on November 8th. So that's already started, and it runs again select nights through December 22nd. This one has pretty much every day remaining if you want to go. So I was just looking at what's available, and obviously November 8th because that's already passed. But yeah, pretty much every single day is available, guys. So go to Jollywood Nights. It's so amazing. Let's see in the chat. You went to opening night of Jollywood Nights, and it was amazing. Yes, it's so good. I went last year, and I still think about it. I still talk about it as like my favorite just Christmas offering that they have at Walt Disney World. I love it so much. Let me know in the chat what you loved best about Jollywood Nights, because my personal favorite thing is the Tip Top Club, the Tip Top Soiree out in front of the Tower of Terror. That's amazing. So yes, so Jollywood Nights, again, hard ticket event after hours. If you're at Hollywood Studios on one of those days and you don't have a hard ticket for this, yeah, you got to get out of there. And, everybody else who has a ticket gets to enjoy this. And it is so, so fun. So in the chat, they said Tip Top Club. Yep, 100%. That's the best thing. So they have such great entertainment for this as well. They have the Disney Holidays in Hollywood show. So this is the show. It's in the that Beauty and the Beast theater over there, called the Theater of the Stars, and it stars Kermit the Frog and Miss Piggy and a bunch of other characters: Mickey, Minnie, Belle, Tiana. My favorite thing about this show, besides the Muppets, obviously, but is Belle singing the song from the Beauty and the Beast Christmas special. Oh my goodness. That just made me it made me tear up. It was so good. Gosh, I grew up watching the Beauty and the Beast Christmas special, and it's just warmed my heart to hear her sing that song. So that's so fun. They also have the show What's This? Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas sing-along. So that's in the Frozen theater, where they had the Frozen sing-along, and this is just so cool. They have the giant Jack puppet from Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, and gosh, this show is just so creative. It's like there's no dialogue in it, but then there's like the songs, but the actors, they're like, I don't even want to spoil it. It's just you gotta watch this if you're into Tim Burton and like the Tim Burton vibe. It's just such a cool experience. And then of course the Tip Top Club, they call it the Twilight Soiree. They have this amazing band called Rachel and the Alley Cats. Hey, what's going on, Tim? Thanks for hanging out. So yeah, the band is called Rachel and the Alley Cats, and they perform just jazz standards and Christmas standards in front of the Tower of Terror, in that Tower of Terror courtyard out by the gift shop, Tower Gifts. And it's just the most amazing thing. I think I've talked about this in the show like dozens of times by now, but the vibe is just on point. So just coming off the ride and going down there, you don't have to ride the ride to see the show, but this is like where the vibe just hits perfectly. You get off the ride and you come down and they're performing out there, and then you go and get your champagne or specialty cocktails back there, and you just watch and you can dance, and they have these dancers, and everybody, all the band members and the dancers are all kind of like, they have this like makeup on that makes them look like ghosts, I guess, right? I mean, they're supposed to be from the Tip Top Club. So if you know the story of the Tower of Terror, the Tip Top Club is it's the all the way at the top of the Tower of Terror. It's the what's it called? The party up there, right? And so these people, they're ghosts. They're the ghosts of the band from the Tip Top Club, and they're performing these songs. And there's like, I can't even describe it. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Glisten, guys, Glisten. If you've ever been to Jollywood Nights, well, this year or last year, because it was new last year, Glisten is just one of my favorite things. It's an ice skating show out in front of the Chinese theater, and it has original music, ice skaters doing twirls and jumps, and it's just so fun. So cool. Of course, Jazzy Holidays at the Brown Derby is back. So that's you have to have a reservation to go in here, but they have jazz musicians in there playing Christmas standards, and you get to be all fancy, you know. So cool. Tons more, including Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam. The fireworks show is back, and that show is based on the Prep and Landing shorts, those Disney cartoons about the little elves, and it's just such a fun show. So yeah, and lots of character meets, lots and lots of character meets. The one thing that I didn't get to do last year during Jollywood Nights that I wish I could do, and when I go back, I'm going to do it, and that is meet some more characters, specifically Santa Duffy. Santa Duffy. If you know, you know. Santa Duffy. And then, of course, they have Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers and just so many other characters. Jose and Panchito from the Three Caballeros. Just amazing, amazing stuff. So, yeah, Christmas is in full swing over at Walt Disney World. So let me know in the chat, have you been to any of these Christmas parties, Jollywood Nights or Very Merry Christmas Party at Walt Disney World, either in the past or this year? And let me know what you loved about it. Even if you're listening or watching this in the future, right? If you're watching this on YouTube or listening to this on the pod, let me know. Leave me a comment. So it's just so much fun. Tim says no. Tim, you got to get out there. You got to get. We'll go. We'll just go together one year during the holidays, and we'll go experience Jollywood Nights and Very Merry Christmas Party. Tim, you will love it. So yeah, so much more to do at Jollywood Nights. Of course, the mascot Ollie is one of my favorite characters of all time. The gingerbread man, he's the best. Let's see in the chat. I wish they had Christmas parties at Disneyland. So let's talk about Disneyland. So Disneyland, they don't have these parties like Walt Disney World does, but they do have their own festival of the holidays. So, in the chat, any signature food or drinks? Oh yeah, there's just there's so much, way too much to even go through right now. If you go on Disney Parks blog and check out the foodie guide, they have foodie guide for Jollywood Nights, foodie guide for Very Merry Christmas Party, and of course the foodie guide for Festival of Holidays at Disneyland. And they have a foodie guide for Festival of Holidays at Epcot too. So just so much good stuff. Things that I remember specifically from Jollywood Nights. I got an old-fashioned, of course, 'cause I'm an old-fashioned guy, you know that. It was just so classy. I felt so classy walking around Hollywood Studios with an old-fashioned. In fact, I took it to go watch the show, the one with the Muppets, and it was just so cool. Of course, the drinks over at the Tip Top Club are amazing. So, yes, lots of really great items. But over in Disneyland, something really cool is coming back at Disneyland, and I want to see this. So you Disneyland people, you're lucky because you have Deadpool. Yep, you heard me right. Deadpool at Disneyland for Christmas. Somehow Deadpool, Christmas, and Disneyland are all going together perfectly. So last year, in promotion of the Deadpool and Wolverine movie, they had a show called Story Time with Deadpool. And what they're doing now, well, they made it like the Story Time with Deadpool holiday special, and they brought that back. They brought back the Deadpool holiday special. So the Story Time with Deadpool, he would like read like classic stories, and of course be just Deadpool about it. No bad words, and kept everything kid friendly, because it's in the middle of a Disney park. But he definitely took some funny swings at like Disney adults and like other like relevant things to the Disney community. It was really funny. I never got to see it in person. I saw it on YouTube, but they're bringing this back for the holidays, which I think is just wonderful. Other characters you can meet over at Disney California Adventure. Of course, they have all the classic characters, the Fab Five, in their holiday dapper best. Goofy is wearing this like really cool like zoot suit. Gosh, he looks so cool. Mickey in his like Buena Vista Street like paperboy hat, but it's like it has a little like a what's that little like a Christmas plant, the little red berries and the green holly, that called holly, right? And yeah, just so cute. You can meet Carl, Russell, and Doug from Up. It's so fun. Yeah, so Disneyland is getting lots of cool stuff too. They have their own parties over there. They have Disney Viva Navidad, a Disney cultural celebration at Parasite Gardens Park with live music, specialty dishes, and Latin American traditions. So here you got like Coco and like Jose and Panchito from Three Caballeros, and it's just so cool. So yeah, while you don't have any parties over at Disneyland, the good thing is that you can see your Christmas parade without having a party ticket, which you can't do currently at Walt Disney World. So yeah. So let's move on from Christmas really quick. Oh wait, in the chat, so much food. Probably not enough time to try it all. Oh my goodness. Yes, so much food. Again, check out the foodie guides. Go to Disney Parks blog and check out the foodie guide. If you're watching the video version of this, my chair like keeps lowering. I don't know what is happening with my chair right now. So I'm not like going up and down on purpose. I need to fix my chair. But anyways, if you're listening on the podcast version, you're just like, what is he talking about? But yeah. I get my chair. Maybe it's time for a new desk chair. But let's switch gears from stool problems. That's funny in the chat. Hilarious. Let's switch gears over to the Disney Cruise Line, away from Christmas for a second. Which, I mean, you can't see it right now, but my whole podcast studio is decorated for Christmas. I have a Christmas tree right over here off camera. My drum set behind me is just covered in Christmas lights. So maybe for the Instagram, I'll post some pictures of how the studio looks. But let's talk about Disney Cruise Line, because there's so much Disney Cruise Line news to talk about. The Disney Destiny, the newest ship for Disney Cruise Line, it was christened tonight, like maybe an hour or so ago from recording this. And yeah, it's all over Instagram. I've seen people posting this. Of course, I'm not there, but the Disney Destiny maiden voyage is in 9 days, 18 hours, 10 minutes, and 19 seconds. And no, I'm not weirdly obsessed or like Rain Man or something. There's a big countdown on the Disney Parks blog. So just huge, like full screen countdown to the maiden voyage. And this ship looks amazing. The Disney Destiny. So this is themed to superheroes, right? The theme is heroes and villains. So this whole cruise ship rather is themed to superheroes. So the character on the back of the ship is Spider-Man. It's so cool. Like usually, obviously you see Disney characters on all these ships, but this one literally has Spider-Man hanging from the back of the ship, and he's like webbing up some of those spider bots from Disney California Adventure, and oh my goodness, it's just so cool. So the statue inside the main the Grand Hall is Black Panther standing next to a Black Panther, like the character Black Panther standing next to a the chat swam from homes. Spider-Man swam from home. That's funny, Megan. You're making me laugh so much. That's funny. So yeah, the Grand Hall, we have Black Panther statue. It's decorated to look like Wakanda-ish while still maintaining that really classy Disney cruise line decor that you expect. It looks fantastic. Some of the bars, I know in the chat we're talking about drinks. So they have on the Disney Destiny the Sanctum. So this bar is themed to Doctor Strange, and this looks awesome. So like the back of the bar has that like window from like the Sanctum in the Doctor Strange movies with like the circle and like the pattern with the lines, and they have this one cocktail, this one drink that is served like upside down. Like the cup, it looks like a cup that you would serve a martini in, but it's upside down. And it's just a really cool design for a cup. So it has like a little hole in it with a straw. It just looks really cool. And like the garnish is wrapped around the stem going up. It just, man, this looks really cool. So they have some accents around there that are inspired by Doctor Strange. The cloak of levitation is displayed in the Sanctum alongside other familiar icons. Wow, so cool. And then, of course, keeping up with the superhero theme. All right, I was going to make a joke. I was say, keeping up with the superhero theme, there's a Cruella de Vil lounge. Of course, that's not superheroes, but the theme of the ship isn't superheroes. It's heroes and villains. So the piano lounge is themed to Cruella de Vil, a villain. And then, guys, if you are a fan of Beacon Barrel like I am, it's my favorite bar at Walt Disney World right now. Yes, I know, Trader Sam's, I know. But Beacon Barrel, guys, hear me out. Beacon Barrel. But if you're a fan of that, they have a new lounge on the Disney cruise, on this Disney cruise ship, and it is called Cask and Cannon, and it is another Pirates of the Caribbean themed bar, and it looks awesome. All right. It doesn't look as amazing as Beacon Barrel because, of course, that's in the park, and you can't beat what's in an actual theme park. But this just looks amazing. It says on Disney Parks blog, it says thematic tribute to the Disney Parks original attraction. So there's just theming all around that feels like you're in a pirate ship in like the pirate quarters or however you'd call it. And yeah, it just looks amazing. Of course, this ship, the stage show is Hercules. Yeah. Hercules. My favorite Disney song of all time is Go the Distance. So I need to get on this ship. I feel like this is a really cool ship to get onto. One of the dinner shows is inspired by The Lion King. And this one has a haunted mansion parlor, like the last ship did as well. And they're even promoting on Disney Parks blog that this could be a wedding venue. Could you imagine not only getting married on a Disney cruise line, but getting married in the Haunted Mansion Lounge? Like, that just sounds so cool. So, yeah, there's just so much to unpack with the Disney Destiny. When more information comes out about this, I'm not going on the ship anytime soon, but when more information starts coming out, I'll talk more about it on MiM Monday because it just looks incredible. And incredible, no pun intended, as I'm looking at the artwork and it has The Incredibles on it. So, yeah, the Disney Destiny, guys, it's been christened and set sail. 9 days, 18 hours, 4 minutes, and 39 seconds. So, very, very cool. We were just talking about the Hercules show on the Disney Destiny. That's kind of a transition to the next story I'm going to talk about, and that is Festival of the Arts at Epcot. They announced the Disney on Broadway concert series schedule. Guys, I'm not lying when I say that Festival of the Arts is my favorite Epcot festival. I know that's blasphemous because everyone's going to say, well, what about Food and Wine Festival, right? Or Festival of the Holidays. I know. All amazing. Flower and Garden, all amazing. But there's something about Festival of the Arts that just hits for me. It's just, that's it. That's the one for me. I mentioned on the last MiM Monday episode that they're doing a whole like Lorcana thing during Festival of the Arts this time, and it just got me wondering if there's going to be a Figment card. If there's a Figment card, I will cry. Oh, in the chat, I'm with you. Yes. Yep, you got it. Festival of the Arts, best Epcot festival. So, yeah, I don't know. If there's a Figment Lorcana card, I might just have to book a last-minute trip and get out there for Festival of the Arts because, yes. Yeah, in the chat. I love that the acronym for Festival of the Arts spells out farts. I mean, it could spell out farts if you're hilarious. And you are, my friend. So, yes. FARTS. Another Lorcana game. Tim, anytime you want a Lorcana game night, please hit me up. Please hit me up. I'm down to play Lorcana all the time. I got some new cards. I got some Goofy movie cards from the last set. So yes, please. I've gotten sidetracked. So Disney on Broadway concert series. So every Epcot festival has a concert series or some sort of big show that they do in the American Gardens Theater. So for Festival of the Arts, it's called Disney on Broadway. For Flower and Garden and Food and Wine Festival, they get like big national acts to perform, like awesome people like Mercy Me, Toby Mac. They've performed there before. Just tons of really cool people. Sugar Ray, Bowling for Soup. Awesome people. Simple Plan. I saw Simple Plan there once. So cool. And for Festival of the Holidays, they do the Candlelight Processional with awesome celebrities. I saw Neil Patrick Harris host that before. This year, oh my gosh, my brain is just blanking right now on the celebrity narrators. But Joe Smallbone for King and Country, he's one of the narrators this year. Lauren Daigle is one of the narrators this year. We were just talking about this guy the other day. My brain. The Mummy. Somebody in the chat. The guy from The Mummy. What's his name? Brendan Fraser. Thank you. No one said it. I got it. I take credit for that. Brendan Fraser. He's going to be one of the narrators. But the Disney on Broadway concert series is one of the coolest things that they do. They get MPH is not performing this year. Yes, I know. MPH is not going to be at Festival of the Holidays this year doing Candlelight because he's doing a Broadway show, which again ties into the Disney on Broadway. Oh my goodness! If you're listening to this on the podcast, you are just like, what is he going on about? Disney on Broadway concert series. They get Disney Broadway stars, like really, like the real people from Broadway, and they come and they perform on the stage songs from their shows and other shows, and it's just amazing. So this year, January, the first set of people in January, from January 16th through the 27th, you have Isabel McCalla from Aladdin and Adam Jacobs, also from Aladdin. The next set of people is Sierra Bogas. I'm sorry if I'm butchering these names. From The Little Mermaid. And Michael James Scott from Aladdin. Yes. The next set you have Anastasia McCleskey from Tarzan and Josh Strickland from Tarzan. Guys, the first time I went to Festival of the Arts, I saw Josh Strickland. He's the original Tarzan from Broadway. And that dude could sing. Like, wow. I was taken aback. And of course, hearing him sing songs from Tarzan, which is one of my favorite Disney movies. I mean, Phil Collins did not have to go that hard on that soundtrack. But yeah, Josh Strickland, the man. he's so cool. If you get a chance to see Josh Strickland, please go and take it. Let's see. The next set, you have Mandy Gonzalez from Ida and Kissy Simmons from The Lion King. I believe I saw Kissy one of the other times I went to Festival of the Arts. She's fantastic as well. The next set is Ainsley Melham from Aladdin and Ashley Brown from Mary Poppins. Guys, again, I've seen Ashley Brown. She's, if I'm not mistaken, she is the original Mary Poppins on Broadway. And again, just such incredible raw talent. I've seen her before, and that's just so good. And of course, Susan Egan, Beauty and the Beast. James Monroe Englehart. Yes, please. So much talent, guys. And then the last set, you have Ashley Brown, Ainsley Melham, and James Monroe Englehart. And so, yeah, if you're not sure who some of these people are, look them up. They are all just amazing talents. And yeah, so just fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So, Disney on Broadway, guys. And of course, other things going on at Festival of the Arts. If you get a chance to go there, they have a whole exhibit called Once Upon a Stage. And this is going to be in Communicore Hall. And this is going to have original costumes from Broadway shows, original props from Broadway shows, Disney Broadway shows. So they are just going all out for Festival of the Arts this year. In the chatting about some of the Broadway people. Sierra's amazing. Original Belle. Yep. So yes, great people. Great people. If you get a chance to go to Festival of the Arts, please take it. Like we said, it is the best Disney festival. Epcot Festival, in my opinion. So, all right, 2 more stories, then we're out of here. Hey, thanks so much for hanging out, for joining. We're having the best time today, guys. This is such a fun one. This is why I love MiM Mondays. I love talking to you guys. So, this next story, I'm really excited for. I know a lot of people aren't. There's mixed feelings about it. But the Perch has opened. The Perch. If you don't know what the Perch is, that is the new lobby bar at the Grand Floridian at Walt Disney World. Yes, you heard me. A new lobby bar at the Grand Floridian. So if you've ever been to the Grand Floridian, you know that it's always had this big bird cage and just humongous giant bird cage in the lobby. Well, they took that down. I know that was a piece of history and people love it. That's why people are kind of up in arms about this. But in its place, they put a bar which is themed to the birdcage. So it's paying homage to what was there. It looks just really classy. So it's like dark wood, and it has some like stained glass around the top. The top of it comes to a point as well, looking like the birdcage. And it looks beautiful. It looks really beautiful. So this actually opened today also. So yeah. And I know a lot of people are just thinking that we don't need another bar in these hotels. And, there's a lot of people who just don't think that we need bars in Walt Disney World in general. And to you, I say, you don't have to go to them. So I don't want to be that way. I love getting a drink at Walt Disney World. It's not about getting drunk or wasted or anything. It's just about, classing it up. And if you're in a place like the Grand Floridian, yeah, you want to get a glass of wine or an old fashioned and just, chill out there in the lobby. Why not? So this looks really good. I think I could take a look at the menu here. So yeah, cocktails. They have a signature cocktail called the Floridian. Ooh. It says Fonz Gin, Florida, Citrus Cardinal, Lemon, topped with champagne. a fancy champagne that I'm not even going to attempt to say the name of. Another signature cocktail, the Sunshine State Rum Stazerac. Sorry, I'm reading from a really tiny picture on my computer screen. So Siesta Key Coffee Rum. What is coffee rum? I am intrigued. I love coffee. I love rum. I need Siesta Key Coffee Rum. Have you guys ever had this before? Can you tell me what this is like? So yeah, this drink, Siesta Key Coffee Rum. Some other ingredients I can't say. Some bitters and lemon essence. I think that would be my drink. I think I would order that. Then of course, wine, lots and lots of wine, some beers, looks like all Florida beers. So a beer from St. Petersburg, a beer from Oakland Park, and a beer from Tampa. And then some non-alcoholic drinks as well, some iced teas and stuff. Of course, you gotta have some iced tea at the Grand Floridian, right? So yeah. Can someone let me know if you know this, and I don't know this. Is it a full bar? Can you go up and order like an old fashioned or something off the menu? I'm very curious. And the reason I'm asking is because looking at the pictures, in the bar back, the back of the bar, they have always the bottles, all the liquor up there. They have all the shelves in front of the stained glass, but no bottles. No bottles. They have a couple of taps for beers, and on the shelves are just a bunch of glasses. So like the different cocktail glasses, but no bottles. So maybe this picture that I'm looking at was taken before it officially opened. Maybe they've added bottles since this photo was taken. But I'm just really curious because every photo that I've seen so far doesn't have bottles. So let me know if you know this answer in the chat or in a comment. Is this a full service bar? I mean, it's in the middle of a lobby, so maybe it's not, but I'm very curious. So, but regardless, this looks fantastic. So we'll end with one more story here. Usually we're talking about Disney ticket prices going up and how expensive they are, but I want to end kind of like I did last show, actually, talking about a ticket deal that you can get. So if you're a Disney Plus subscriber, you can get they're calling it Disney Plus Perks. You can purchase a 3-day, 3-park ticket starting at $109 a day, plus tax for a total of $325. So yeah, that sounds like a pretty good deal. So yeah, Disney Plus subscribers, now, began November 6th, and these deals are for bookings in early 2026. So, yeah, if you're looking to visit between January 12th and May 22nd, 2026, and you're a Disney Plus subscriber, you get this deal, or you could get this deal. Of course, with Disney, they're always weird about, you can't combine deals and this and that. So there might be even better deals that suit your needs, but keep this in mind if you're planning on going to Disney World around that time. So in the chat, let's see. Order off the menu, lots of options, but not an open bar. So you can't. All right. So lots of options, but they can't make anything, is what you're saying, right? Because I'm an old-fashioned guy. I try an old-fashioned everywhere I go. So after I try that delicious-looking coffee drink, I might just order an old-fashioned. But anyways, guys, this has been so fun. I've had the best time on this MiM Monday with you guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you've been listening on the podcast and you want to join the fun, you want to be part of the conversation and the laughter, please join me every Monday at 8:30 p.m. Central Time on Instagram. That's where we record this show. And yeah, if you'd rather just listen to it after the fact, that's awesome too. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, and like and subscribe wherever you're listening, Apple Podcasts or Spotify. And yes, thanks so much for listening. Thanks so much for hanging out. This has been a blast. I'm your host, Nick Lazaga. Thanks so much for helping me make Monday magical. I will see you guys next week. Oh, in the chat, happy Veterans Day. Yeah, anybody, happy Veterans Day, guys. Tomorrow is Veterans Day. So, yeah, happy Veterans Day to all you veterans out there. Thanks so much for all your service. You guys are the real heroes. So, thanks so much. Oh, baby Beckett is listening. Oh, hi, baby Beckett. You're the best. All right, guys, I'm signing off. I will see you guys next time. Bye. Hey, what's going on,